In this video, I'm going to show you how to create and edit a waypoint using Garmin Basecamp on a Windows computer. The waypoint icon is this flag right here, but first you're going to want to pan your map. So we'll use the pan option and then zoom in. I'm going to use my center scroll wheel and I'm just going to roll in here. And we're going to want to zoom in on the area we want to mark a waypoint. So we'll mark a waypoint in here. Just looking at a Garmin custom map that we've created. Now let's mark a waypoint at Mount Assiniboine here. So we'll select our waypoint tool. And then we're going to click on the map where we want to place the waypoint. So it automatically created the waypoint and named it. But I don't want to use the name British Columbia. I want to name it something else. So to do so, we're going to use our selector tool right here, and then I'm going to either double click on the waypoint here, or I'm going to go over here, select British Columbia from the internal storage list and double click it. Either way, it's going to bring up this screen. First thing we could do is change the name. So we'll call this Mountaintop, just as an example, and then we could change the icon. And you want to change the icon to something descriptive so you know what you're looking at by quickly glancing. So we'll select this mountaintop or summit. We have our position here. We could edit this just in case it's not right there. So you'll see when I edit this coordinate, it should move for us right there. So, and now to bring that back up, I'm just going to close that and I'm going to go mountaintop. Now it's going to zoom me back into where it moved to. I'm not going to worry about putting this back to the last spot. So let's look at some of the other things we can do. We could change the elevation of it. Because I'm in metric, when I type in a number, it's going to be in meters. So let's just say it's 3,000 meters, 9,000 feet. And then depth, we'll say it's 3 meters deep. Proximity is in kilometers, so if we want to do 100 meters, we're going to need to go 0.1. Temperature, let's say the temperature when we took this waypoint was 24 Celsius. And then we could also add an address to this, so street, city, state, postal code, country, phone number. And then we got our date modified and created information. And last we have notes and references. So in notes we could give a comment about it. So mountain peak. And we could even link to it. So we can add a web link to it if we like. So maybe it's a link to more information on that mountaintop. So I'm just going to put in our web address here just as an example, and you'll see it shows up. We could even add a link to a file on our computer. And then we have references. One thing to note before we end this video is it has a red circle around it. When we go back to properties, that's our proximities. So if we change this to 1 kilometer, you'll see our proximity circle got much larger. So when we get within the circle, our unit will alarm for us if we have that set. That was an introduction to setting a waypoint in Garmin Basecamp on a Windows computer.